Yo, what's up guys? How you guys been? It's been such a long time and I just kind of wanted to get on here and give you guys some type of update on what has been going on with me and what I've been up to. So let's just go right into it, man. So it's been a great journey. Let me start off by saying that I quit my job. The job was holding me back. I was getting raises, I was getting promoted, everything was going really good, but I had this thing inside of me that I was like, I need to grow my own thing. And I was growing my own thing on the side. I was, from 9 to 6, I was working, and then from 6 to 2 in the morning, I was working on my side gig. I was working on Watchman Delivery, and I was working on my personal brand. I was also doing real estate as well, which I'll get into that a little later. So yeah, I quit my job. It was a tough move. It was something that I talked with my wife about for a while, and she supports it. So yeah, that's done. It's over with. They can keep those people, and I don't try to bash on other companies. They're doing really well. I just felt that their leaders were being put in their position because they knew somebody or because of other factors. It wasn't really skill-wise. And I think that's just something that people say when they quit their jobs or something. But for me, it was necessary. It was literally the case. There was people that were just not skilled to be a leader, and instead of creating other leaders, they would just recycle old ones that had no idea what they were doing anymore, because things change, and they try to keep things old school. And I'm not about that. I'm really about innovation and moving with the times. If something works, that's great, but if you can tweak it and make it better, why not, right? So anyways, so I decided to just, I'm able to survive and live at the same status where I was living at. Like, I didn't have to change anything really, except for the crazy spending, because I don't have that guaranteed 2-week paycheck, so I had to kind of be careful, because if I don't bust my ass, or if I don't put in constant work, then I don't get my checks. So it is a little tougher. You have to go out there and you have to work and you have to lead generate every single day. And once you build that cycle, then you'll have a consistent check if you're doing the work, and if you're doing the right practices. If you're just going out there and winging it and try to just do it, it's gonna get tough. So you really got to educate yourself on a couple of things depending on your on what you do. So let me explain where I'm at, and we'll go from there. So you guys remember Watchman Delivery, right? Watchman Delivery is doing okay. I had to partner up with a couple of people, so it took off a load off of me. And then I was also doing real estate. And with real estate, it's funny. If you let me borrow a minute of your time, since I got you here, I did two things. I went to a big firm, and big firms are amazing. The thing about big firms though is that you're giving them 30% of whatever you're making. You're also paying $150 a month, and then if you need any kind of help, then you also need to give the person that's helping you an extra percentage, so they'll probably ask for another 10% on top of what you're already making. So if you're not, I know that a lot of the reasons that people don't do real estate is because real estate can get very expensive, especially if you're not making money. And if you're joining a big firm, then the money that you are making, you're almost losing 40% of what you're making already, plus what you're paying monthly to that company. They do provide you with training. They provide you with all these sorts of things. But if you get some kind of listing or something to do a video, to do an aerial footage video, or to do the whole package to list your home, you're going to be spending around $500 to $550 just on that before you even get that sell. So it can get expensive super quick. So then so that happened to me. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go to like a really cheap firm. And these cheap firms, they can do like, they'll do like $100 or $50 a month, which is still okay. And then like a flat fee of like $150 a month. $150 per transaction, but you're still spending around $550, $575 to put up your listing videos. To do anything, you need to pay up front to be able to list the home that you're selling for your client or for yourself or for whatever. So I was like, oh man, what do I do? And then, City Inside Houston happened, and City Inside Houston is where I decided to call home. And City Inside Houston, it's really innovating. A lot of training. The monthly, it's the same, but instead of giving like 40%, I'm only giving 15%, which is okay. And then the videos and the aerial footage and all that, that's done in-house. So that's done in-house, and so it saves me a lot of money. And headshots, all that stuff, all that's free. The training's free, and if you ask anybody else for help, then that's also free. So free. So you're saving a ton of money. If you live in Houston and you know somebody, or you yourself, or somebody that's kind of went through the same thing that I went through, well then here's your solution. So that's that, and that's how I've been able to support myself and support support me and my wife, and my wife also works. So she actually supports herself. So yeah, guys, that's what I've been doing. Lead generation every day. Stay consistent, and then you'll always have a consistent paycheck as well. But you have to work. So check out this Gary Vee book. I got the new Crushing It, and he also was able to sign it. So that was pretty exciting. That happened not too long ago. I also met George W. Bush, which just was kind of interesting, It was kind of interesting. But anyways, back to the update. So branding, right? So we're talking about branding. So if you're doing anything that you're doing on your own, you need to brand yourself. You need to get a website. You need to have some kind of platform for people to land on whenever they see you or your content or anything. You need to take them back into something. You also need to be doing social media. You need to be putting out content. You need to be doing everything that you can within time to bring attention to what you're doing, or else it'll just sit there in la la land and not get any type of traffic. So I'm growing this. My brand. It's called Grow with Ruben. I'm just starting out, but since I've been having some sort of success with everything that I'm doing and my practices, I do want to share everything that I'm doing. So I do want to document everything that I'm doing. So if there's anything you can take away from this, then it's for you. And I just want to bring value to everybody. And instead of, there's people out there that say, oh yeah, I just want to provide value, or I do this to provide value. It's like the word value has been overused by entrepreneurs ever since somebody said it. They're like, oh, you need to provide value. It's like, yeah, no shit. You do need to provide value, but how are you providing value? Posting a picture with a quote, to a motivational quote, is not providing value. Nobody's thinking to themselves like, oh snap, I gotta get my shit together. Thanks for the encouragement. That's value. That's not value, okay? So I do want to provide value. And the way that I do want to provide value is by sharing my practices. There's no secrets, and just sharing everything that I'm doing that works. I won't share what doesn't work, but I do things that doesn't work. It's trial and error. Okay, but the best practices that I do is that you have to have some sort of plan some kind of strategy to grow your brand, grow your business, grow your real estate, grow whatever it is you're doing, and you got to run with that plan. So what you do when you make that plan is that you go with it, right? So you're going along with your plan, you're implementing your strategy, and then you see what doesn't work and you see what works. So you start heading in that direction. Okay, start cutting out what doesn't work and continue doing what works. Start tweaking it. Start, you always want to update it, just like an iPhone, like in a Samsung, all your devices, they update continuously. Every app updates continuously all the time. There's always updates, always updates. Your strategy needs to continuously be updating constantly. Keep what works, cut what doesn't, and continue tweaking your plan. Okay, guys, that's what I've been doing, is just tweaking what I'm doing and keeping what works. All right. So yeah, guys. So yeah, that's a little catch up on what I've been up to. And yeah, I miss, recording content, recording my vlogs. That was fun, starting in the morning, ending at night, and staying up till like 3 in the morning to record that content. Just to give you a preview of the beginning, before there was anything. So, guys, I really encourage you to go get it. And guys, subscribe to my channel, on YouTube. Subscribe to my page on Facebook, Grow with Ruben, and show me some thumbs up, guys. I do this for you guys. Y'all take it easy.